Alright, hello everyone, Simon here. Let's continue playing Phoenix Wright. We are on the final section of episode 2 of Trial and Tribulations. If I can remember what's going on, that is. October 14, 12:14 PM, District Court Defendant Lobby number 4! My sis! I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. Now Phoenix is also channeling. So then, she's still alive, inside your heart. She's not alive, she's dead. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light. Is it true that detective is the real killer? I don't know. To be honest, we don't have any definite proof. But he's the only one who could have done it. Of all the people in the world, only he could have done it. No other possible person. But wasn't he at the Lord Lee Taylor that night? Yeah, yeah, good point, Desiree. That's a very good question to which I do not have the answer. Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Atmey want to kill Kane Bullard? I mean, Desiree might want to kill Kane Bullard to free her husband from the blackmail. But then, why would she try to frame her husband? I don't know, no, that's not right, that's not right. Oops, it's almost time, better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. October 14, 12:21 PM, District Court Courtroom number 6. Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Luke Atmey, please take the stand. Well, well, how do you do, sir lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet, not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Master Mask. I'm sorry, I'm afraid even the great Luke Atmey has no idea what you mean. No idea. Nobody has any clue what's going on. Of course, I have been in the next courtroom over since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here. You have been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Master Mask. Indeed, it's truly child's play. It's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my defined finger, for example. So you continue to insist that you are in fact Master Mask. Of course! Very well then, look at me. Let us begin with this simple question. On October 12th at 1 AM, Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time? Oh, was Look At Me the one who blackmailed Ron? And to make him leave the items in the deposit box. One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge. No, he told you to testify. Thanks. Alright, Mr. Atmey. The night of the murder. Speak! We are all ears! As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. The alibi. I was stealing the urn as Master Mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Master Mask was the same time as the murder. It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything else up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well. Even the great Master Mask cannot be in two places at once. Now then, if you excuse me, I have a verdict to receive. Unfortunately, Mr. Atmey, we still have to do your cross-examination. Let me look at this really closely. There's the paint. Uh, 0 hour 58 minutes 43 seconds AM is the time. There's no sign of the Atmey statue. He's not wearing the brooch. He, I mean, could be a she. A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool. Yeah. Yeah, you just described yourself. I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. That's not really a comeback. I was stealing the urn as Master just as I announced I would. So this photograph is the proof, correct? Indeed it is. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask. That's why I'm called Master Mask. But conveniently, that also means there is no way to tell who this really is. What do you mean? Objection! Ha! Are you saying that this is not, in fact, Luke Atmey? That it could be an accomplice dressed up as Master Mask to create an alibi? Oh ho! What an interesting idea! Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice? Name the accomplice. Very butts. I'm gonna keep that for now. If Luke Atmey was at KB security during the murder, then the Master Mask in this picture has to be a fake. Then there really was an accomplice! But right now I have no idea who it was. I don't have any idea right now either. Baseless objections are just what this guy wants. There's got to be another way, and I'm going to find it! I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. Except you. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point. That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right? Indeed, there was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see, you truly are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil is what I am. Hey Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Detective Atmey was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. It's kind of odd. A photograph contains no words, but in this case one turned out to be a witness. Hold on. His ace detective persona. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here, is that correct? Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose. Objection. He was simply caught by the very camera that he had set up. We all have days like that. You have days like that, Godot. Indeed, it turned out that there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing, a sad blue melody. What? It looks like I'd better gather more information for now. If he's truly the killer, there's got to be something phony in that photo. The time at which the camera captured Master Mask was the same time as the murder! Atmey? No, Atmey knew about the camera. He talked about accessing the computer. The warehouse camera went off once at around 1 AM on the night of the crime. He talked about looking at the computer, and that's when he was bonked on the head from behind. So he knew the photo would be taken. He knew the camera was there and the photo would be taken. But I have absolutely no evidence that suggests anything. When Adrian dropped the Ernst box 2 weeks ago, she also knocked over some paint. 2 weeks ago? But that's just an L shape. You will notice that this is not quite an L shape. I mean, it kind of is. It's not really the same shape. About the camera that took this photograph. Oh, come now, it's all too clear what you're thinking. Huh? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you? No. I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lord Lee Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lord Lee Taylor's staff that printed that picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered. I see. It looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious. So this alibi is false? It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at KP Security. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual. There are two possibilities. Either the Master Mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is. The photo itself is a fake? I mean, the box that the urn is in has paint marks underneath it. Right? That's the part that doesn't fit. I think that's the only part that doesn't fit. Oh, wait a minute. It says the time, it doesn't say the date. It says the time, it doesn't say the date. No, but the photo was printed by the staff members, so... I had more than enough time to prepare. Was a pathetically easy job. Photograph contains no words. The time at which the camera captured Master Mask was the same time as the murder. (1 AM) The murder was 10:12 1 AM. The Amy statue was moved by somebody. 1:02 AM, October 12. Broken, repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, and then replaced in its box, kept out of sight. Ah, okay. No, this. I think this is it. The paint got onto the box 2 weeks ago. I think this is it. Let me option save the game. I'm gonna present the box. Here, I'm not sure this is it. It seems like the game does not seem to offer any suggestions that this might be what I should do. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Unless I present the photo here. Nope. I mean, the paint's already been spilled. So this is after Adrian broke the urn, glued it back together, and put paint on the bottom of it. The thing is, there's a number of things I can present that might be related. No. I had more than enough time to repair. It was a pathetically easy job. What happened to this sword then, if he wasn't actually there? I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. Guard in the first heist. Oh, unless the CEO is his accomplice. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Because Kane's list. Kane's the one directing Master Mask. Okay, let me press here and present Kane. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice? Well, I mean, you had a accomplice, but that's not the accomplice in the photo. If Luke Atmey was at KB security during the murder, then the mask in this picture has to be a fake. Exactly, you had an accomplice. Now remember you said that, Mr. Wright, because there's no going back. If you're making baseless claims, I'll treat you to a penalty myself. That penalty is probably boiling hot too. So who is it, Mr. Wright? Who was the accomplice? Wait, this is not one. This is not what I meant. This is not what I meant. I mean, I meant to say that Kane was planning the heist for him. How many was this person? No. That's quite the prank you're trying to pull. Do you have any evidence that this person is in fact the accomplice? Well, the aura, the aura does no, dude. Yeah, no, I don't think. I mean, it's not. That's not what I meant anyway. More than enough time to prepare. A pathetically easy job. 120 days ago. Sent a calling card to Lottie Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent it after you began your security watch, right? He sent the security card. I mean, he sent the calling card after Adrian Andrews broke the urn and glued it back together, because that was 14 days ago. This is 10 days ago. He was hired, she broke the urn, glued it back. He made the card and sent it. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. His ace detective persona. Do I just present him his... I'll be coming to put on the most priceless work of art on display in your Treasures of Korean exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? The speckled urn. The speckled urn. So this is... He's describing the urn after it was glued back together. Because the speckle, I'm guessing the speckle means the pink paint on it. I had more than enough to make a perfectly easy job. His reputation... broken and repaired 2 weeks ago, then replaced in its box, kept out of sight. He stole... Wait, it's kept out of sight? How would he have seen it? He stole it before sending the card? There's so many suspicious things. I don't know which one the game wants right here. He stole it before... Same time as the murder. I mean, this proves that it is the same time as the murder. It's not a contradiction. The very thing that proves I committed the crime. I could not have killed Kane Bullard unless I had an accomplice. Wait. Now? Wait! It didn't let me do this before. Wait, what? Why does it let me do that now? Wait a minute. The last time I pressed here, I didn't have the option to point out something funny about the picture. What did I? God, this is awful. I am fighting the game. I'm not fighting the puzzle, I'm fighting the game interface. The last... wait, I'm not crazy, right? The last time we pressed at this sentence, we did not have the option to point something out in the photo, right? Are you implying that this picture is a fake? Wow, why would it... why didn't it let me do this the first time? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. And there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well, then let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny? The box. Perhaps this is the area in question. This area, could it be any more vague? Damn it. Ha! Today's Java has a little extra kick to it. Look, I know. Think long and hard about that night, the basement warehouse, and this picture that supposedly captures it. It's got to be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture? Are you implying that this picture is a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place, and there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well, then let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny? Is it the statue? Why is that the thing you want to point out now? It doesn't... That's not... The funny part is right here. He'll just say he moved it. Why this? This is a bloodstain. Ah, blood! Now this case is getting interesting. Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that. From blood to peaches, the judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. It turns out that something should be there is nowhere to be seen. He'll just say he moved it. This is not the answer. It's just a fake answer. I can't believe the game wants us to point out a red herring in order to progress the story. Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night the theft took place and saw the statue in that spot. Yeah, so he moved it. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there. The statue is on wheels, Phoenix. Anyone can just push it. Objection. But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner. Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally. Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It's also on wheels. It would take more than an accidental push to move it that distance. Ha! In that case, can you prove it? No. No, I can't. Awful. Absolutely awful storytelling. Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night? Can you do it, Nick? Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime? Who? I mean, it's the sword. They pulled the sword out. And they also broke this. Found in the shadow of Emmy Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off some clothing. Who was the one who moved it? I'm gonna say Master Mas moved it. What do you think, Mr. Godot? A man should be able to answer his own questions. That's what I think. Right now I'm busy trying to come up with two answers of my own. That's not it, is it? Why is coffee black and why is it bitter? Mr. Wright, to put it simply, you've messed up. What are you doing, Nick? You need to think about why that statue was moved. The good thing about when everyone chews me out is that it gives me time to